You know about the rookie wall, but Clark, for some, things really don't click until later in the season.
Yeah, that's a good point, Kevin. And again, a lot of factors go into that. How much are you playing? What kind of work are you doing? What's your role on the team? What's your opportunity within your team? All of those things can impact how you fare during the course of the season. And sometimes it's a matter of matchups for individual players, but all part of the fabric of the unpredictable nature of being a pro player.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Westbrook and Robertson, the backcourt. The forwards, George and Grant. And it's Gibson in at the 5 down low. That's good from Gibson. And, Greg, what's not to like about Taj Gibson?
I mean, he's a hard worker defensively, finishes well inside, he's got the mid-range shooting touch. But what I like most, really, his unselfishness. He started, came off the bench, no complaints. This is a guy that just wants to win.
Boy, Ball has a nice feel for when his guys are open. He's solid, really solid when it comes to getting his teammates clean looks.
Here's Gibson. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. James looking it over. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From about 19 feet. And it's off the back rim. No good.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Outside Westbrook. And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
Gibson in the post. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
Gibson going to work. Fun to watch him do that. Knows he has what it takes to score from the painted area.
The Big Daddy passes to LeBron. Over George. No good from LeBron. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Robertson. To the paint. Here's Gibson. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well. This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting better results.
Ball kicks to Kuzma. Ball's knocked loose. Gibson with the steal. Here's Westbrook. Kuzma pulls it in.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot.
And now the fast break, George with the ball. For 3, Westbrook hits it from three-point range. Westbrook's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Harris kicks to James. And that one, good. LeBron's got his first 2 points.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
Westbrook against Ball. That's tipped.
Ball size and timing really an asset when it comes to him blocking shots.
My channel logo? I don't really have a logo yet.
Here's Westbrook. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And boy, did he have it going offensively. He lived at the line during that game as well, and that's where he got a lot of those points.
Harris passes to Big Daddy. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg. Well, in case anybody doubted it, the Lakers are still a premier destination for free agents. I mean, L.A. is L.A. Historically, the Lakers have done a good job making the most of the attraction of playing in L.A.
That pushes it to double digits. Gibson's got 10 points.
In this first period, they've been aggressive and extremely focused.
Yeah, this is a big lead right now, a big one, and they've seized momentum and showing no signs of letting it go.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And the Lakers will seemingly always be a player in free agency.
Well, I think a big part of it is the appeal of the city and the glamour that comes with being in L.A. and not to mention the historical greatness of the franchise. I mean, the Lakers are a unique organization, not just in the NBA, but I think in all of sports.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable.
You're the only one.
7th in steals, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lane. And then stealing away your dribble. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. Knocked away. Paul George with the steal. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Here's Westbrook. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Thunder?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And the Lakers making a change here. Rondo's checked in.
Yeah, you got to respect the awareness level of Rondo. When his teammates have a clean look at the basket, the ball gets there without hesitation.
Here's George. Back to Westbrook. Six on the shot clock from 12 feet out. Rebound the Lakers. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Tough night. I mean, they attacked on both ends, and unfortunately for them, they just got called for a lot of fouls.
Yeah, they were too physical and a little bit out of position. They were rough out there, but ultimately the physicality led to fouls, and that hurt them.
In the corner, George with it. Back to Gibson. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists tonight.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Big Daddy, and he makes.
Finally, I could score. Holy shit.
Man, I fucking hate that game. I hate 2K. I want to delete it.
I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game, and he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Angry.
Rondo against Westbrook.
I think it's some cereal time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LeBron kicks to Kuzma.
Slacker.
They get a hand on it.
True that. True that.
Now Westbrook. 8 points for him.
I've been slack.
Pass to Robertson. Westbrook against Rondo. 6 to shoot. Outside, George. Got a piece of it.
Bitch.
Harris outside. Down low.
Did that count?
That counts.
Here's Robertson. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Westbrook. Over Rondo. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And then for Oklahoma City. Patterson, he's checked in for Gibson. Anthony comes in for Jeremy Grant. And Diallo subbed in for Andre Robertson. A nice shot by Harris.
And this is
Fortnite.
Harris can be off the pass. Excellent at catching the D.
Fortnite's fun. Did you see you could select? Oh my.
Rondo against Westbrook.
Yeah, that's like 32
Over
skins.
Rondo. Again, Oklahoma City.
You know I'm getting one of them. I don't know which one
this
though.
quarter, looking
There's so many to choose from.
And the
I
foul
like
called on
what
Russell
they
Westbrook.
did with it.
That is his first foul of the game.
I want several jerseys. I just want one.
Josh Hart comes in for Harris.
I don't want to
Check in
waste
for
my money
Oklahoma City.
like that. Just one will do. One will do. If I had money like that, I would buy them all, but just one's cool. That's so tight, you can pick a number and
pretty much all of their buckets
any
coming from
team, and
inside
they're
the paint
legit
now.
too. They look so cool.
And so Westbrook will bring it up.
I just got on. I didn't play today. I just got on.
6-point game. The pass to Curry. He dishes
I
it to
like all
Carmelo.
the little pickaxes too. Them shits are cool. And the glider.
Shot clock at 5.
25 pack will get you right.
And Wagner pulls it
See
down.
him?
For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong.
Carmelo Anthony, one of the most formidable scorers ever. Top 20 in points.
Carmelo
all
should not
time
be able to
in
guard.
NBA history.
Chalk up 2 there.
Little.
And now it's just a 4-point Oklahoma
It's
City lead.
fun to
How
run.
about he has yet to miss 4-4
I won't get it
to
this
start.
time. The
Yeah, he's
referee is
setting
cool.
himself up to be their go-to guy today.
Back to Westbrook. Outside Anthony. Over Wagner.
Probably not get
So
the
the ball's
ball.
out of bounds. Ingram touched it last.
Yeah, I like them all.
Los Angeles, they have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
The Thunder
Strange,
leading
if
by
I was
6.
rich, I'd buy
LeBron
all
and
of
Kuzma
them.
make up the forwards. Harris is out
Every
there with
little
Lonzo Ball.
thing.
And it's Big Daddy in at the center, locking down the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And George with the stuff.
I tell you what, mind-blowing experience when you look at Paul George as a dunker. This guy makes alley-oops look easy.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. Well, Big Daddy in the last game against the Suns was superb. He ended with 28 points and, as always, was at the defensive end as well. He blocked a lot of shots. He reminded us of why he's so highly regarded in this league. A scintillating performance. We'll see if he can do it here again tonight, Kevin.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
Well, Greg, you know where I'm going. He was a stat sheet stuffer in that game. Did a little bit of everything
Own
and
it
did it
all.
all well.
And when you think about
Yeah,
Melo's
Ninja
scoring
had
better
that.
at the basket, facing up, so versatile as a scorer.
A combination of strength, quickness, and touch that you rarely see. He can go around you, through you, or shoot it right over you.
Strange, I'm a Spice Girl.
And the second free throw, good.
Oh, no, Strange, you don't gotta
Players
stand
used to
here.
a lot
I
of
know
them
it's
at the college
boring.
ranks and certainly in the early years in the
It ain't no
NBA,
big
it's
deal.
not
I don't
really
expect
someone
people to
from the
watch
lines.
this shit.
Its qualities
I
tell
just do
you
it to do it, you know.
this kid has a
If I
chance
get
to
a
be
new
special.
A couple of things.
a new
Humility,
subscriber or
understanding their ability, but also recognizing
my
they've still got
existing
work to do.
subscribers
That's one
wanna
of the
stop
great
by and
qualities
say,
anybody
"Ah."
can have. Work ethic, self-starting, and then
But
you try to see
you
if,
don't
in
gotta
fact,
say
they've worked through some
alright.
challenges, how have they handled adversity. I mean, when you look at those things and couple them with talent, now you've got somebody that you feel like can be special.
Ball against Westbrook. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
You like being here?
Didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Thanks.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet,
thank you.
flavorful one-hand flush.
Just 5 on the clock. Pulls it up. The Lakers with the rebound. Big Daddy's got his 5th rebound in this one. Again, Los Angeles.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
The Thunder leading by 3. Left side, Westbrook. Knocked loose. And here we go. Harris heading to the hoop. And slam dunk by Harris.
You just can't be relaxed
Everyone
around Harris. He's great at recognizing when to take risks and go for the steal.
Everyone should.
And
This
guys,
is
right
the
now,
kicking spot.
defense mentally not
That's nice
there.
of you to
Can't
say.
afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Yeah, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Ball against Westbrook. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Westbrook's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, I tell you what, he's putting together quite a game here, knocking down shots and building upon this lead.
LeBron passes to Big Daddy. And that one is off.
Why would you make
and
me miss
Oklahoma
that?
City will go with it the other way. Their last encounter was in Oklahoma City.
And really a resounding loss the last time they matched up. They got absolutely manhandled on the board.
And Greg, you know how it is. At some point, you just got to man up and play with a lot more aggressiveness and toughness and pride inside.
And Gibson over to help. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Russell Westbrook. Lakers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Los Angeles. Westbrook kicks to Gibson. It's deflected.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other things.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Something else they've done so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Lakers, number 1.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running.
Passes it for Grant. Back to Robertson. And there's the call on James. That's foul number 2.
Joe Angle's all funny, funky looking at me.
Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
And Robertson has it in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Harris. Robertson can't hit.
Boy, they ran the offense well to get this look. Even though he missed it, I think they like the shot.
Harris trying to get free. Some solid defense from Grant. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. It's here by 1.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a lead.
Okay. Over to help. On the wing, Corey Harris. He clangs that one off the back iron and down it falls. Harris has got 9.
Count on him to provide offense, and he knows how to fill it up.
Westbrook with a wide open look. That ball, nice speed that time from George.
You know,
George has got
Frankie,
a good assist in this one. Outside the window.
I was saying that's an Angle's doing this pass fake. Got him. I couldn't say got him.
Yes, it is an illegal screen.
So
Let's now
delicious.
pause and take a look at the
Frosted
scoring
Flakies.
breakdown between the front and back court of tonight's contests for the Thunder.
And it's been pretty even between the bigs and smalls here.
Let me pour that right amount of milk in here. Oh,
Which of these
so
guys
much.
can take another step to take over the game?
Westbrook dishes to Robertson. Back to Westbrook. The
It's a little bit
three.
of crunch.
Shot clock.
Sweet.
Reset for
Everybody.
Oklahoma City. No good from Gibson.
No one to blame on that one but himself. It looks like that. You've got to take advantage.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses.
This
He'll
one's
be
making me
shooting two.
hungry. Me too.
Kyle Kuzma is a guy who burst on the scene during his rookie year and is a fun player to watch. He's a guy that really has an outstanding all-around game.
I had to mute him like that. I haven't been
Anthony
watching
comes
it
in
all
for
year.
Grant,
Except my
and
bad.
Diallo subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
Just talking about it.
Diallo
Something
kicks to
else.
George. Over LeBron.
Fries
Misses off the
and
left
salt.
iron. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
And Paul George, a
See,
terrific
McDonald's that day.
two-way player, an all-star, an all-NBA performer, and multiple all-defense selections.
Just 5 on the clock. From 10 feet out.
That's all.
No good from Big Daddy. Oklahoma City's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range.
They need to hire him to sell that
And Paul
cereal.
George has made it a goal to win Defensive Player of the Year.
I mean, he's got tremendous length and quickness, but really his pride at that end of the floor might matter even more. He just takes great pride in being a complete player.
Pass to Harris. Lakers working the ball around now. Here's Big Daddy. Good, and a nice assist from Corey Harris. Big Daddy's got 25 points in the game.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
To the inside. Right side Gibson, and a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's the Lakers now. Anthony, the pass to Diallo. Anthony against Kuzma. Anthony kicks to Diallo. Anthony dishes to George. Back to Anthony. Diallo, no good.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
I thought the pass looked good and just came up a
Half,
skosh short.
half Frosted
I
Flakes,
like the
half
initiative
Raisin Bran.
and the
Thank me
intensity.
later.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
It was cold, yeah,
Kyle
like
Kuzma had a tough upbringing in Flint, Michigan. He said they had the recession, lead in the water.
I just walked outside and it was like 52 out
He
there.
probably moved 14 times before I was 16. Basketball was my key. His drive to succeed in the NBA was born of a desire to escape that environment. Kevin?
A tremendous work ethic, David. Thank you.
I mean, it's gonna be freezing this winter.
Ingram against George. Kicks it to Collins. It's deflected. To the wing right side. Hart, that's good.
Winter take the longest possible.
Laker lead.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
It's deflected, but they get it back. George looking over the floor. Moves back up. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ingram's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
You know, this just hasn't been his quarter. I mean, he doesn't seem to be comfortable at all, particularly shooting. I mean, he knows he's struggling right now.
Showing off the hook shot. That's 29 points for Big Daddy.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's
Shot and game clock separated by foul.
Fire. Oh, I'm
George
gonna
against Ingram.
heat that up. Nice.
Two on the run.
Cold out,
He could not
baby.
get one to go. A lot of contact.
Cold out.
For two.
I like how George
No, like cold out.
kind of seeks it out.
Yes, the man.
Away from the hard
Miss.
physical contact. He knows he's
Legend.
going to get a chance to get to the line when he does take the contact.
Mr. Frankie's Burgers.
room for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable capable on his free throw. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been a clinic out there by Big Daddy.
Smart play, smart.
In fact, he's posted a double-double
Small
with about
play.
half the game left to play. That's impressive.
And you know what, Greg? He's showing
Hey,
no
robot,
signs of
bring
slowing
me an
down.
ice cold
This game
Aquafina.
has been all him.
You know,
And he's been a
fuck you. Get it yourself.
Yeah.
Forwards, George and Grant. Westbrook and Roberson in the backcourt. And it's Gibson in at the center position. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Westbrook's got 29.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. George with the ball over James. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Paul George. George against LeBron. Again, the Lakers.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little
Yeah,
he
it's
can
pretty
do
in the
defensively.
pretty in the
And it's Westbrook with
It's
the ball.
pretty all
Brings
year
it up
long.
for
Pretty
Oklahoma
all.
City. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for us. And James picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Westbrook picks him up. Westbrook. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. James, the pass to Big Daddy. And he makes no mistake on the second dunk.
And James is an all-around talent, a fantastic passer who actively looks to get his guys going.
Westbrook finds Gibson. George against LeBron. Outside Gibson. Lob pass to George. Hammers the alley through.
And, you know, it's a bonus to have big men who pass it like this. Gibson, solid instincts there.
Lakers leading by 8. James right side. Let's go. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
They are on fire right now. That's great mates.
Out to the right wing. Stolen by Ball. Gibson finishing it off.
You should post James for everyone.
He remains aggressive on offense.
Harris getting to Big Daddy. Offensive rebound.
Only the first
That looks
of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. George with the bucket.
And that kind of awareness from George is really exceptional. Catching the defense flat-footed by rising up immediately on the set.
Timeout called the Lakers. And Russell Westbrook, he is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shape.
Yeah.
Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but I think Westbrook may be in that conversation.
No doubt about it. The
Seattle for sure. I love Seattle,
It's
man.
the real athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fight, finding grudges to motivate them to their
What do you do?
To the left wing,
Excuse me, Musk.
Robertson kicks to George. Pass to Westbrook. From deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George is going to 66 on the night. The Lakers in the
Wow.
lead.
I'm sorry.
Harris outside.
Ooh, goodness. I'm sorry for that.
Back to Ball. Count that one. Ball's got his second basket of the night.
I'll tell you what, Ball doing a nice job raising his eyes down on the post,
Oh,
rising up above
that's
his defender to
horrible.
get that one.
Sorry for that, man.
Here's Big Daddy. Yes, that goes in. Now it's a 6-point Laker lead.
And they're really in a good position here thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
How are they ranked number 4 and not 1? Who the fuck is ranked?
Outside Westbrook.
Right.
Kicks it out to Gibson. Out left to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Tuesday,
Nah, that's
they'll be matching up
Not
with
bad,
the game is
and
close.
the Utah Jazz. And then on Thursday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Boston Celtics.
And
That
for
one was
game against
dug
the Kings,
deep.
This is one where it
That one was dug real
no
deep.
time for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Hey, it's hard to teach reach. Ball has a nice extension to him and superb at being shooters because of it.
God, they just keep on coming. All right.
George against LeBron.
All right. Come on.
The pass to Big Daddy. And it's
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Terrific focus from George there, reading the shooter the entire way through.
My God.
Westbrook against Ball.
And do you see that though? Des Bryant got hurt. That's crazy.
Westbrook gets
I
the
ain't
George.
really playing.
At 3 off the mark.
He just got signed yesterday.
Really, but in the end, they
who?
dodged the bullet. They can't
To
let
the Saints.
teams get clean from outside.
Yeah, Saints picked him up, and the next day at practice he tore his Achilles.
Willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
Westbrook finds Robertson.
That's crazy.
George against
He's
LeBron.
out for season.
George passes to
Yeah,
Brett.
the Saints are good, man. The Saints are
That's
good.
crazy. He was about to have the best time of his
Rebounded by Big
life.
Daddy.
Yeah, Drew Brees
Big
have been
Daddy's
hitting.
got 14 rebounds.
Raising the bread back.
Dang.
Kuzma passes to Big Daddy. Lots of physical play.
For real.
Park in the building.
Toned down to a degree. Do you miss it being a bigger part of the
Archy, archaeologically.
Still a very physical game. The rules have changed. The way the game is officiated has certainly changed. Some of the tough fouls that you saw in decades past don't exist as much. But I still think the game is extremely physical. So I'm glad to see us move in the direction of toning that down a bit. There's enough physicality in the game.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. Los Angeles leading by 6. Ball kicks to Harris. Fires from the wing. And that's off the glass and in. Harris has got 11.
Well, you can't lose sight of Harris in the pick and roll. When you do, he's going to pounce all over you.
From past the arc, the three-pointer is right on target.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, they're dialed in, locked and loaded from outside the arc. It's all about the trip.
Man,
Zubac the best to Big Daddy.
Jesus.
And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that
A
dunk?
nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
That's crazy.
The call will be against Lonzo Ball. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And the Lakers with some changes. Ingram, he's checked in for James. Josh Hart comes
Ooh,
in.
man, big burps around here, baby.
In for Ball.
Big
And
burps.
Oklahoma City with a change here too. Now
Oh,
checked
we
in
call
for
him
Paul
big
George.
burps. Oh, Jimmy, big burps, baby.
By Diallo.
And low percentage on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Rondo kicks to Ingram. Rondo passes to Zubac. Here's Hart.
Jim Calhoun, who is he? Who he
To the
coaching?
middle. Here's Big Daddy. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Somebody's got to
Here
man
goes
up
another
and
one.
take a tough foul
Man, I'm
in
sorry.
order to stop these free runs to the rim.
And it's Westbrook missing.
I can't explain what happened there, Kevin. I mean, he had the layup. Looked like it was a simple play. Somehow the defense threw him off just enough to cause a miss.
Here's Big Daddy. Again, the Lakers.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And they pick up 2. 34 points for Russell Westbrook.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Hart the pass to Big Daddy from the low block. And another basket for the Lakers.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Westbrook, and there's another one for the Thunder.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Under against Collins.
Not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot. He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
And the Lakers call time here.
Well, you think back to a time when people wondered if Westbrook was too aggressive playing with KD. They said Russ was taking too many shots. No questions anymore. Westbrook is the man in OKC.
And the Lakers making a change here.
Face.
Lakers leading by 7. Pass to Hart. Pass to Ingram. To the paint. Here's Big Daddy. And the rejection by Collins. He gets it in there. 47 points for Big Daddy.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And for Westbrook, winning the MVP and averaging a triple-double for an entire season. Greg, how much does he have left to prove?
Well, it's all about winning. We know Russ can take over a game. We know he can make his teammates better. How much better and how far they get in the playoffs, that's the real question.
Here's Diallo, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for LeBron.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Inside, Bonga banked in off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 8.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
We've got 1:18 left in the third. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. These are the defenders who are gearing up their game at the perfect time, coming away with the most blocks in the NBA since the All-Star break. Look at Big Daddy, a fierce inside defender, tops in the NBA in blocks.
He's been protecting the rim as well as anybody in the league during that stretch. I mean, he is not making it easy to take the ball inside. And he's taking care of the hard part tonight, which is getting to the line. But he hasn't finished the job once he gets there.
LeBron's checked in for Wagner. Westbrook kicks to Anthony. And Anthony gets double-teamed. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense from Ingram. Pass to Big Daddy. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You're looking now at the numbers for Big Daddy. Since the All-Star break, he has been superb. First in scoring, first in rebounding. And, of course, he's the #1 shot blocker in the league. Just an imposing presence inside.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. #1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. There's the pass to Patterson. Left side, Westbrook. It's rebounded by Big Daddy. Lakers leading by 9. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
Bad turnover, plain and simple. No other way to describe it. I mean, he just threw it out of bounds.
27 seconds left in the third. Out to Anthony. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Hart.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, he has been, and he's got to find his stroke because he's holding back his team as a result of his poor shooting.
The offensive rebound. Big Daddy, the layup off target.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And so it's Los Angeles in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we'll be back with
Shitball. Shitball.
and a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So for the Lakers right now, the forwards are Ingram and LeBron. And it's Big Daddy, and it's Hart in at the 2. Inside, from 8, Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Shoots, got a hand on it. Kicks to Ingram. Makes it off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 9. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Ingram passes to Big Daddy. Out to Ingram. And play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
Yeah, a little too physical on that play. Tries to climb over the top of him and gets whistled for it.
That was an elementary call for them to make there. I mean, once he knocked him off balance from behind, that was a no-brainer.
Harris is checked in for the Lakers. The Thunder also changing it up. Taj Gibson's checked in for Zach Collins. And it's Jeremy Grant in for Patrick Patterson. So it's the Lakers now. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Buries it from 3-point range.
You got to push Harris off that 3 spot. When you don't, he is going to burn you from beyond.
Here's Anthony. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Anthony's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
Here's James, and the dunk by James.
LeBron James throwing it down is a thing of beauty. An incredible athlete who makes dunking look as easy as it can look.
Robertson finds Gibson. And here's Westbrook. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on LeBron James.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. George is checked in. Ball, the pass to Big Daddy. Back to Ball. On the wing, Harris. Rocket 6. Here's Big Daddy. Another bucket. Wow!
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. With them getting outshot from the perimeter, he told them, we have got to defend the three-point line. Those threes are destroying us. We'll see if they can tighten it up, Kevin.
Yeah, on his menu, dunking is one of the specialties. A fantastic jammer who really wrecks that rim.
Here's Big Daddy. Good. Big Daddy. Big Daddy's got 54 points.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle with their offensive end.
And he can't get the first one. That one is no good.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Thunder trailing by 10. Outside Westbrook. Robertson kicks to Gibson. Cans the 12-footer. Gibson's got 20.
A competent score from the mid-range. Actually, maybe his best part of his game. Gibson's solid at recognizing when that shot's available.
The Big Daddy passes the ball. No problems knocking that one down. And the Lakers lead by 10.
And just great offensive execution by both sides, leaving nothing on the table.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Greg, both of these teams completely aligned, in sync right now. I mean, they are torching the Nets late in this ball game.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
Passes it to James. Pass to Big Daddy. Stolen by George. To the middle. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike. He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
Robertson finds Gibson. Ball against Westbrook. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Big Daddy. Big Daddy's Los Angeles leading by 10. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. To the paint. And George with the stuff.
And George continues to build on his offensive repertoire over time. I mean, if you stay off of him and you give him too much space, he'll burn you for that mistake.
Westbrook pulls it in.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Robertson dishes to Westbrook. Stolen by Ball. The pass to Big Daddy. 7-foot shot. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Big Daddy's got 56 points in the game.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Stolen by George. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Thunder trailing by 10. Westbrook kicks to George. Back to Westbrook. 5 to shoot. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation.
One shot.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
And every single season, Paul George has kicked his game up another level. I think he's a premier two-way forward who gets it done at both ends.
And here now the Thunder. Here's Gibson. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game, 10 for 13.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
He's most certainly not the reason they're in a hole. I mean, his percentage has been outstanding.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Big Daddy.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets.
Well, I like watching him get after it on the glass now, staying active, and usually that leads to good things.
George against James. Now, here's George. D right on him. The kick out to Westbrook. The three. And there's Paul George on the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 6-point lead. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
And James being aggressive, just terrific at getting by his man when he drives inside.
Shoots from 12. Rebounded by the Lakers. To the inside. He kicks the ball. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And now it's a 10-point Laker lead. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Here's Westbrook. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they have picked it up offensively here in the second half. Ball movement, getting high percentage shots, and you can definitely see a difference.
James in the post, working on Gibson. Here's Big Daddy, and got it! Another basket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Ball against Westbrook. Outside, George. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And it's now 22 points for Paul George. Los Angeles leading by 6. Pass the ball. Down low, Big Daddy powered down with both hands.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Pass to Westbrook. Shoots over ball. And it comes off the front of the rim. And Los Angeles guys shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for the Lakers. Under trailing by 8. Right side Westbrook. And stolen by Harris. Now the Lakers on the break. Kuzma with the ball.
Mobile and tenacious on the drive. Kuzma. Easy to see how he gets these calls.
The first one falls. And so he hits both. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Westbrook against Ball. Right side George finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. George has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And George typically capitalizes well off any pick and roll situation because he makes quick decisions and his basketball IQ is pretty high.
Ball, the pass to Big Daddy. Harris outside. Goes up at the stripe. Tipped away. Under trailing by 8. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. Offensive rebound. Westbrook against Ball. Second chance shot. Shot clock at 6. That one a little long. Lakers leading by 8. To the middle. From 10 feet out. But they'll get another chance. Oklahoma City shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Grant, that's good.
You know, Grant is the kind of guy that doesn't back away when things get tight. I mean, he always is ready to score if the opportunity is there.
Ingram outside. Pass to Kuzma. Here's Harris. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Basket good. 64 points for Big Daddy.
Wonderful recognition there. When you leave someone open around Harris, he's going to make you pay.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're down by 8. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the fourth. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Westbrook kicks to Robertson. Back to Westbrook. Stolen by Ball. And that one's good. Westbrook.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
And they go to the intentional foul. There's 37 seconds left in the game. That's tipped. The Big Daddy passes to Harris. And an intentional foul right there. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're trailing by 8. We've got 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's just sloppy. I mean, you can't lose control of the ball like that and let it get back across midcourt.
And they know that. I mean, maybe it's a mistake that'll sharpen their focus a little bit going forward.
And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 11 points. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. And that's it for him. He's fouled out. Not only that, we are in the bonus and we'll have to go to the line for 2. And he ends up making the second, and that will put them up by 9.
And that should be enough to get the job done, even though he didn't get all of them.
Collins dishes to Robertson. And there's the pass to Collins. Westbrook kicks to Collins. Gibson passes to Collins. Three-pointer. Yet another bucket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. 2 shots. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
You know, you look at Ball's size and speed and confidence, very impressive. An exciting prospect who I think has an all-star future.
And so the Lakers take the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance.
Scotty, there you are. I got an interview lined up for you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, right this way. You're on with Shaq and Kenny.
Oh, thanks, man.
I might get Spiral. I don't know.
Thank you.
I was looking at it.
Hi, this is Shaq. Your performance tonight? Oh, heavenly. One of the best I've seen in a long time. What allowed you to dominate with your scoring the way you did?
You know, sometimes I just like to go out there and put on a show for the fans, Shaq. I mean, it's too bad you haven't seen dominance like that in so long. But hey, guess what? You won't have to wait like that again. I'm gonna come out and do it again next game, huh? Here you go.
Oh, that's nuts. That's cool though. Yeah, I'm a little tired. Yeah, I'm a little tired. Why am I connected? Yeah.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
3 a.m.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Oh, this is
Shiver
my
me timbers,
favorite.
mate.
Yes.
Hold it. St. Patrick's Day.
Shiver me timbers,
Shiver me
mate.
timbers, mate.
Ernie,
It's like a pirate speaking in Australia.
you question me, O'Neal.
Yes.
Irish. I know what I'm talking about.
Oh, my bad. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet O. Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. Mick Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Philadelphia 76ers. For the 76ers, they come in off a win in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix. Feeling confident after a runaway win. We'll see if they carry over some of that momentum. Hey, my friends.
Yes.
You both played on teams that won multiple titles.
Yeah, there's 6 titles between the three of us.
I'm aware of that. What do you do down this final stretch?
Well, last-minute adjustments. Guys are coming back from injury, and you have to get them up to speed on the new nuances that your team is doing.
And you also want that home court advantage. The fans are very important. And you want to maintain the fear factor when teams play you. I want them scared, Ernie.
I want a last-minute adjustment. Could you give me a last-minute adjustment? Oh, wow. I feel like a new man.
You know what that's called?
What's that?
I'm not going to tell you.
A Shaq adjustment.
Nope.
No.
What? Chiropractic adjustment.
I'm so tired of sitting here with you.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
What's up, Quentin?
Yo, AI, you got this tonight.
Just a reminder, folks, the base curtain to be here for our figurine giveaway. Come to the game and get a figurine of your favorite mascot, the Lakers mascot. Folks, don't forget to come out to the game for calendar day. What better way to pass the year than with pictures of your favorite mascot, the Lakers mascot, and the Laker girls. And now, your last name. Lakers starting lineup. At power forward, standing 6'9", number 0, Kyle Christian. At point guard, standing 6'6", number 2, Lonzo Ball. At the other guard position, standing 6'5", number 12, Standing 6'8", number 23, LeBron James. At the center, standing 7'3", number 1, Big Daddy. The head coach of your home team is Luke Walton.
The Elk are wearing the green today on this special presentation of the NBA on St. Patrick's Day. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Lakers looking to make the most out of their home court advantage here at Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. This is a hot team. They currently hold the best record in the entire NBA.
And coming off their championship last season, that success, I believe, carried right over into this one. They played at a high level all year long and stand poised to make another run at the title.
Yeah, give them credit, Greg. I mean, it is tough to get through the regular season as defending champs. Every opponent is gunning for it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Fultz and Redick are in the backcourt together. Covington and Simmons, the duo at forward. And it's Embiid in at the center, locking down the middle. Well, Chris, right around this time of year, these teams are trying to maneuver around the injuries they're being afflicted with. That's a tricky dance sometimes for these teams.
Oh, man, it's such a tricky dance, especially for the coach. How do you get your player rest? Is the player injured or hurt? How do you separate or define that? Because you never want a guy to play injured. And the length of the season, Kevin, it takes such a big toll. But that's what's so fair at the end of the season. Everybody's tired. Everybody's injured. Everybody must adjust. That's what makes the playoffs special. That's the wild card thrown in. Fatigue and injury, and how can you handle and adjust to that?
Great answer. And here is Los Angeles now. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Ball no good. The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Covington's got 6.
Stretching the floor with his outside shot. Covington, a true marksman who doesn't lack confidence.
And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Harris. A 14-point game for him in the win against Oklahoma City.
And there was a lot he gave him on that other end of the floor. Don't forget about that. His defense was a big factor. He ended up with 3 steals.
So it's the Lakers now, after the miss from Joel Embiid. And stolen by Simmons. Now the 76ers on the break. A 3-ball. And there's Redick. That's good on the assist from Covington. Redick's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
Yeah. Wasn't that a sloppy effort? I mean, turnovers were a huge issue. They don't have to play safe tonight, but they do have to play smart.
Here's Big Daddy, and he comes up with the deuce. He has 6.
An elite passer at his position. I mean, James always seems to make the right decision.
Fultz kicks to Simmons. Back to Fultz. Here's Embiid. Sinks that one from the post.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
Well, you like to see a little more physical nature on defense. You have to make him earn those points at the strike.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul against Philadelphia. Lakers shooting their first free throws of the game right now. Well, a lot of people have a lot of opinions on Lonzo Ball, but one thing is for sure, Chris, he is a playmaker.
Oh, yeah, and his teammates love to play with him. That's a big thing, Kevin. I mean, he's a natural catalyst for this team. And it goes beyond his impressive passing numbers. I mean, you can see just how different the team is when he's on the floor. I mean, and it means they're moving, they're running. He came into this league advertised as an unselfish playmaker. And he's been that and some.
And here is Los Angeles now after J.J. Redick's miss. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Hood's checked in for Philadelphia. Now here's Ball, guarded by Fultz. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Simmons passes to Fultz. It's blocked, and it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Here's Fultz off the inbound. Embiid dishes to Fultz. That's a 2 from Hood.
And playing with a real edge on defense. Harris doesn't mess around when it comes to guarding his man. A flat-out bulldog in the paint. Great job to follow his own shot there and get the basket.
Here's Big Daddy. James wide open. Los Angeles with another miss. Inside, here's Simmons. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And you see how comfortable Simmons is. I mean, he has the size and touch to be effective down there.
Ball kicks to LeBron, to the paint. Here's Big Daddy. A second chance effort, and the shot is good. Big Daddy's got 8 points.
Tough effort right there on the glass. Those second chance points can pay off in a big way.
Outside Hood. Back to Simmons. And stolen by Kuzma. To the paint. LeBron passes to Big Daddy. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Embiid. The Lakers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. We'll see, Webb, there were a ton of huge personalities on this 76ers team, from the stars right on down to the rotation players.
Well, it starts with the Embiid. You know, he's talking junk out there. Think about the quiet swagger that Simmons plays with. This group genuinely get along, and they play for each other. The trials they went through to get here as a core, they should have all the confidence in the world.
Now here's Fultz. He's covered by Ball. Pass to Simmons. Outside Hood. Shoots over Kuzma. They get it again.
Well, I like how hard he crashes the glass. Simmons knows he has the size and timing to keep possessions alive.
Ball, the pass to Big Daddy. Back to Ball. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Now let's check out and highlight the best defenses in the NBA. The Lakers #1.
Kevin, without a doubt, the best defensive team in the league this season. Forget about any other stats, steals, blocks, whatever. It comes down to limiting points. And so far, nobody's been better at holding their opponents in check.
That's good from Ball. And see, Webb, so many talk about the 2001 Lakers and how they might be one of the greatest teams to ever play. You saw their talent firsthand. What do you think?
I think they had, Kevin, a Hall of Fame coach, two the greatest players to ever play the game, in Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. And right there, that 15-1 in the playoffs, that's the gold standard. I mean, Kobe and Shaq were very motivated that year, and I think they're in the conversation for best team ever.
Here's Ball, following the score by Rodney Hood. And Kuzma slams it in.
Oh, look at that awareness of Ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
Fultz kicks to Simmons. And the pass to Covington. Outside Hood. Here's Simmons. Sweet little floater. Simmons got his 3rd basket of the night.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
LeBron against Covington. Pass the ball. Here's LeBron. And the Lakers get it back. Passes to Big Daddy. Another shot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Markelle Fultz. The Lakers have shot 3 of 6 at the foul line. You know, C-Web, we're seeing the game evolve. So often the players are the trailblazers, and I'm sure there are guys that you think are changing the game the most.
How many times can you say we've seen something that we've never seen before?
Right.
And to be honest with about that. And Steph Curry, we've never seen that before. He's weaponized the three-point more than anyone before, and he's broken his own records. And the great part about it, he plays so balanced. And then you have to look at his teammate. I think at the end of his career, his teammate, Kevin Durant, may be the best offensive player that's in the NBA. He has that type of skill set because of his height, because of his shooting, his passing, and dribbling, and he plays on a team with some willing passers, and he's a 7-footer. So I get excited when I think about those guys. And then again, the ball handling of Kyrie Irving, I think that is changing the game, along with Harden and being able to draw the fouls that he draws as well on that fast break.
Good example. And so it's the Lakers with it, following the three-point attempt by Rodney Hood. Here's Big Daddy. No good with the hook shot. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for Philadelphia. They lead by 4, and the shot is good.
You gotta at least contest Simmons from the mid-range. I mean, he has the touch to be effective from there.
Timeout called the Lakers. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And I feel like the defense was one step behind all night. I mean, they never made the adjustments to string together a few stops.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubats is checked in. Pass to Rondo. Ingram outside. To the paint. Here's Big Daddy. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Rodney Hood.
I mean, you talk about the mystique and allure of Los Angeles. The Lakers are undoubtedly the #1 show in L.A. Truly one of the great franchises in the NBA.
And with the legacy and the history of the Los Angeles Lakers comes the pressure to win.
Well, for the organization, they have to be the best. I mean, they have no qualms about going out and going to get a big-time free agent. The players up to the front office, everyone in L.A. feels the pressure to win.
Outside for Rondo. The Big Daddy passes to Rondo. Here's Big Daddy, and there it is for him. Big Daddy's got 15.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Bledsoe finds Simmons. Here's the teardrop. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in his zone.
Ingram passes to Big Daddy, and stolen by Hood. Here's Smith. Misses off the left iron.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision making. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
The 76ers leading by 5, and we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Brett Brown. They did get a win in the last game against this team, but he told me we're facing a dynamite offense. We were lucky to get a win the last time. We need to have discipline and detail tonight and try to minimize mistakes. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks as always, David. Well, they know what their toughest job is going to be today.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always hard to go up against a team that can light it up like this. You can't let them hit the ground running.
Yeah, easier to say than do. I mean, with the weapons they have, they force such tough matchups. It's hard to stay with them.
Rondo with a clean look. Drops one in from the wing.
And, you know, he's proven to be capable at sinking that mid-range jump shot. Rondo has to be respected from that part of the floor.
Now here's Bledsoe. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Phoenix. Good on the wing. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Hood's got his second basket of the night.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Here's Hart. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Lets it go from deep. Trains the three-pointer.
And every now and then, Rondo will surprise you with the occasional triple. Showing it off there with with range.
It's stolen by Rondo. The pass to Big Daddy. Back to Rondo. Lakers passing it around. Basket counts. Now just a 5-point 76ers lead.
Yeah, how about this first quarter? 7 of 9 from the field. He is putting on a show.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. 14 feet away. And too long on the shot. LA's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Big Daddy. Ben Simmons with the rebound.
Almost every look he gets inside is a good one, but the D hangs in there and makes it a tough one.
Bledsoe kicks to Smith. Simmons on the wing. For 3, Bledsoe drills the three-pointer. Bledsoe's got 6 points.
Now, you can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. I mean, he's fantastic at seeing when one of his guys is open.
Knocks it loose. And so it's Philadelphia in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've got a native of Cameroon. Joel Embiid talks about making a quick transition.
Not knowing English, obviously at the beginning it was a little bit hard to express myself. Obviously I can speak English perfectly now, so that's a plus, and I'm just being myself.
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid's.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Well, that's what happens when you're aggressive on that end of the floor. They took a few chances and took control of the game.
Wagner out there with Brandon Ingram. Then it's Ivica Zubac. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Hart in at the shooting guard. That's the Laker 5. The fadeaway. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Hart's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Lakers.
And think about, Kevin, this talented 76ers team. Coach Brown helped shape and form the core of this roster. I mean, he's come up with the group much as they have grown under him.
Platoon swap here for the Lakers. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Johnson. Robert Covington comes in for Smith. Hood's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. The free throw drops for James. And, Greg, what else is there to say about LeBron, one of the best to ever play the game?
I mean, he's been the face of the league for so long, and he's done a tremendous justice to that title. Has always played with so many expectations and really has met every single one of them. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see a guy like LeBron in the NBA, and he's truly been a generational talent.
Well, his stroke has not been what they needed it to be, but looks like they're going to keep going to him. Aggressive move to the bucket, and the D is ready for it.
Here's Big Daddy. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Tonight, he's gone 3 of 6 from the line.
And he hasn't been able to get it going at the free throw line yet.
That free throw missing. Chris, when you were playing, you moved between a couple teams. What's the hardest part about getting traded that fans may not understand?
One is your ego. You don't want to usually leave. If you didn't ask for a trade, you don't want to leave that town, that city, the fans, or your players that have become friends. If you happen to be a parent, think about it. Your kids may be switching schools in the middle of the year. What if you have a kid that's in his senior year of school and you have to be traded and you may have to take the family with you? So many just tough situations for individuals and for families. The bond you develop with fans in the city and players, members of the organization is very strong. And so it's a lot of times it's shocking and hurtful. It's how quickly can you adjust because that new team wants you and needs you badly.
Good insight. 4-3, Covington. That's no good, and now he's missed 2 and made 2. To the middle. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Lakers now. To the left side wing. To the paint. Here's Big Daddy. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And the shot goes in from Fultz.
And the muscle of Fultz. I mean, it helps him on these tough shots. Able to fend off the defenders as well.
Ball, the pass to Big Daddy. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot two. Both free throws good from Big Daddy.
And he has been battling some serious demons at the line tonight. Good to see him finally come through on that trip.
Simmons inside, guarded by Kuzma, and it's in there. Simmons got 12.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Harris outside. Pass to Big Daddy. Poked away, out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, Big Daddy.
Yeah, well, you just look at the scoring he's provided and the numbers he has put up, and it's a no-brainer. Rarely does someone carry an offense this much and not walk away with some form of hardware for their efforts.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons.
And for that game against the Bulls, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
But Luke Walton, he's definitely a coach players like to play for. I mean, it helps that he was a player not too long ago. Both stars and role players appreciate the candor and the opportunity he provides them.
Here's Big Daddy, and stolen by Simmons. Harris against Hood. He kicks it to Fultz. Simmons left side. Clock at 6. From beyond the arc, cans it from downtown. He has 5. And with Walton, you hear players talk about the leeway that he allows them.
And that extra bit of trust Walton gives goes a long way. It's why so many rookies have been able to flourish under him. Young players develop when you let them learn on the fly, and Walton has done a good job of creating that environment.
Big Daddy. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. 21 points for Big Daddy.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Golden. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And now we get a chance to check out Corey Harris. Some impressive play from him over the last month. 5th in field goal percentage, 9th in three-point field goal percentage. And how about his top 10 ranking in free throw percentage? A knockdown shooter, ultra reliable from the line.
And yeah, he's such an efficient scorer, understands the offense, moves without the ball so well. That's why he's top 5 in field goal percentage. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. Well, Big Daddy in the last game against the Thunder put on a show. He finished with 67 points and controlled the boards, pulling down more than 20 rebounds. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. And Kevin will see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
I mean, well, it should have taken all the energy out of him. It should have taken something out of him, Greg. I mean, he pushed the envelope in every way that night. He was unreal.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
And so Hood will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Bolden, his second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Kicks to James. Inside. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut back down to 14 on those points from Big Daddy.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Bolden. Oh, that's blocked. Covington against James. And Kuzma with the basket on the assist by James. James has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Fultz kicks to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Playing to his strengths on the offensive end. Simmons, I mean, an added bonus whenever he catches fire.
Passes to Big Daddy. Yep, it counts. Big Daddy's got 27.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Simmons against Kuzma. Pass to Hood. Now here's Covington. He's tightly guarded and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul called on Los Angeles. This is his first free throw of the game.
And what a season he's had at the foul line thus far. 86% from the line.
Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for the Lakers. Josh Hart comes in for Lonzo Ball. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Bledsoe's checked in. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Masterful at timing. When to go after offensive rebound. Kuzma excels at getting the right position.
Fultz with the ball. A 3 ball. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the... And so it's Philadelphia. Their lead at 11 points.
61. The 76ers.
And welcome back as we continue our St. Patty's Day broadcast. It's been a clinic out there by Big Daddy.
And I'll tell you, his work on the blocks in that first half, really impressive.
Oh, yeah, especially how he established great position and showing some nice footwork and really read how the defense was playing.
So on the floor for Philadelphia. Redick and Covington, the shooters on the wing. Then it's Simmons. Then it's Markelle Fultz. Down low. And finished off by Fultz.
Possessing the athleticism to hammer it down, you better check out Fultz. He's demonstrating how powerful he can be. Well, think back to when Ben Simmons was first drafted as the top pick in 2016. Everyone knew he could be a playmaker as a small forward, but really, he functions fully as a point guard when he's out on the floor. I don't think they were expecting that shot. They didn't really make an effort to get out on him.
Fultz with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. Fultz the pass to Redick. He had Simmons atop the key. Baseline jumper. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
To the inside. Fultz kicks to Simmons. Dishes to Covington. The hook. And Simmons with the nice bucket inside. And now a 12-point 76ers lead. Lakers shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Ball, the pass to Big Daddy. And Philadelphia making a change here. Embiid's checked in. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. That one falls. And that's 11 points for LeBron.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Now here's Fultz. He's covered by Ball. Outside, Redick. Simmons on the wing. Covered by LeBron. Just 4 to shoot. For 3, Covington. Rebounded by the Lakers. Big Daddy's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Now here's Fultz. He's guarded closely. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And that one drops for him.
Timeout.
Simmons got 20.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And watching Robert Covington and how he plays out there, great 3-and-D guy, the ultimate role player on a team, and he just gels well with his teammates and doesn't force shots.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. James, the pass to Big Daddy, knocked away. To the inside, Simmons, and he uses the glass on the layup. Simmons got 8 points here in this quarter. And Greg with Covington, he makes a point with his game to take what the defense gives him.
And sometimes that means Covington will go nights where he shoots very little. He's okay with that. He's focused on efficiency and making the best decision for the team. Only cares about wins and a true team player.
Now that was a sensational feed. He hit him right on the move.
Inside, and Embiid throws it down.
Wow, and he's an elite scorer with impressive repertoire. Embiid is outstanding at knowing when to exert his will on offense.
Now, here's Ball, guarded by Fultz. Ball, the pass to Big Daddy. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. And that'll be his third foul so far. Some call it the Ewing theory, teams that play better without relying on a star player. Chris, how sustainable is that?
It's not sustainable. It's real cute until you have the teams that are focused and want to win come in. And usually that Ewing theory, that's usually like in the 5th week of the season or before All-Star break when teams are figuring out themselves. Once everybody has identified their strengths and their weaknesses, you need that horse to ride. You need that big hoss in there, that guy that's dependable every night. And as long as he's a willing passer, unselfish player, no, you need those guys. I don't believe that teams are better without their main guy. Maybe for short stretches, players can rally, but you look at championship winners, I'm trying to think of one that didn't have a superstar on their roster. I just don't buy into that theory.
Rondo kicks to Harris. Back to Rondo. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Big Daddy, and the Lakers check down 2 more.
They're going to be reliant on him here late. I mean, just think about it. Hoping to come from behind, he just needs to keep doing what he's been doing.
Fultz the pass to Simmons. The teardrop falls in. Simmons got 12 points here in the second half.
He's taking over the game. Their lead's going to get even bigger if he keeps this up.
To the paint, here's Big Daddy. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Just really unselfish there. Harris is someone who knows when one of his guys is wide open.
Smith outside, shoots a 3. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 3 assists tonight. Lakers trail by 17. Outside Rondo. It's deflected. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Fultz.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustments.
Smith finds Embiid. He gets it in there. Embiid's got 4 points in the quarter.
Only so much you can do against Embiid down there. I mean, try to contest him, but his focus, I mean, it's commendable.
Harris against Simmons. Here's Big Daddy. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Embiid.
He's just not going to give up. I mean, if he has to do it all by himself, that's what he's going to do.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Johnson, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. Hood comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Markelle Fultz. Ingram, he's checked in for the Lakers. Josh Hart comes in for Harris. Yep, that one goes in there.
Yeah, no, almost any player left that wide open is going to bury that shot. This is the league. That's poor defensive work.
Here's Big Daddy, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You're looking now at the numbers for Big Daddy. His last 10 games have been exceptional. First in scoring, first in rebounding. And, of course, he's the #1 shot blocker in the league. Just an imposing presence inside.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. #1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 19. Ingram outside. Up top, Zubac. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
76ers ball.
As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You take a look at the Raptors. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And checking out Philadelphia, they're in 5th place.
And for Philadelphia, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Yeah, they'll be there in the playoffs. I'm sure of that. It's just a matter of how high they'll be seated.
And without a doubt, the voice of this team, the face of this franchise, is center Joel Embiid. Chris, he's embraced it from the beginning.
76ers knocked it out the park when they took the risk of drafting Embiid. To have a star like Embiid be so personable, it's rare. I mean, he's practically the voice of the city at this point.
Back to Bledsoe. Inside, here's Smith, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got his 4th assist in this one. Rondo passes to Big Daddy. Good D by Embiid.
Look, you can't defend down low much better than that. Refuses to give him an easy path to the bucket.
Hood kicks to Embiid. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Some teams live and die by the 3. Let's check out the best. The Lakers second.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
Bonga covered by Smith. Big Daddy. And again, the Lakers no good.
Not the guy you expect to be missing a bunny.
And it's Hood in the corner. The pass to Embiid. Smith outside. Outside Hood. Over Hart. Hood gets the bucket. Hood's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And since they've come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
And don't forget, very accurate. Taking shots within the flow of the offense. Not something that can be said for their opponent.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
Well, they continue to extend the lead. Terrific play on both ends of the court.
Wagner, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. And the shot goes down.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Gonna stream it? Yeah, I'll stream it tomorrow.
Feeds it to Embiid. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Well, some of that, too, is just setting the tone by being aggressive. You need guys like this on your team.
Rebound the Lakers. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. Wagner passes to Hart. To the middle. Here's Big Daddy. And he gets the bucket. Big Daddy's got 16 here in the second half.
He is just self-willing his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Bledsoe right side. The dish to Embiid. Up and in. That's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball. Is it me, or does it just feel like he gets every rebound that comes up?
No, Greg, it's not just you. I mean, it's the stat line, too. Look at what he's doing. A dominant night on the glass.
Pass to Hart. Lakers passing it around. Bledsoe outside. 13 feet away. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. 25 points for Joel Embiid. Down low, Big Daddy, and he slams it one-handed.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Kicks it to Hood. Bledsoe outside. For three, Ingram, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
Ingram spotting up and showing that touch made him the second overall pick in 2016.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's guarded closely. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bledsoe's got his third bucket of the night.
Yeah, and you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Passes it to Wagner. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Embiid. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. And the 76ers with some changes. In for Joel Embiid, and Robert Covington subbed in for Smith. Wagner passes to Cephalosha. To the middle. Here's Big Daddy. They get the rebound. Second chance shot. Simmons with the defensive effort.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possesses.
Wagner out there with Big Daddy. Then it's Thabo Cephalosha. Then it's Rajon Rondo. That's the Laker 5.
But that's what I love about Fultz. He does a little bit of everything. Scores, rebounds, passes.
Fades away. Ben Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got 11 rebounds in the game. Fultz kicks to Simmons. Hook shot. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
The defense recognizing the situation and getting right in his face once he got close to the bucket.
Smith feeling it out a bit. Pass to Udo. Outside, Simmons. Smith dishes to Hood. Cephalosha with the steal. There's the pass to Big Daddy. No good that time. Now the 76ers take it the other way.
He hasn't been very precise at all this quarter.
Fires from 14, and Hood the bucket on the assist by Simmons. 15 points for Rodney Hood.
And every move he makes looks like the right one at this point.
Well, he's extremely accurate. Here, coming down the stretch, trying to see if he can close this one out.
It's stolen by Fultz. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it, the fast break chance. The rebound by the Lakers. Big Daddy's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Mikhailuk covered by Smith. Here's the hook. Shot clock reset for Los Angeles. Wagner can't hit. And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. Hood finds Smith. Here's Simmons. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Shots, gentlemen.
You know, you watch Ben Simmons play, and it isn't a surprise, Chris, that he's a threat to go off for a triple-double every time he suits up.
Well, Simmons is going to have a lot of triple-doubles in his career. Great size and a knack for the ball when it comes to rebounding.
Johnson, he's checked in for the 76ers. Bledsoe comes in for Markelle Fultz. No good on the second free throw. For a long time, beat writers and media personnel have determined NBA awards. Well, C-Webb is someone who's been up for some of these. Do you feel the voting system as structured now is fair?
I don't know how it can be fair if it doesn't have any players or coaches involved. You know, I can't necessarily vote on the best doctors because I don't know what it entails, but I can definitely trust other doctors to give their comments on their peers. I think peer awareness is some of the most reliable that you can go for. But, I mean, we have some very knowledgeable writers, sports writers, and media personnel that know. But for the most part, you need help of the players and the coaches to make sure that the integrity is there.
Here's Smith. Outside for Bledsoe. No good with the triple.
Now look, if he can start turning some of these misses into makes, their lead is going to take a big jump.
Kuzma can't get it to go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Bledsoe looking around. Now here's Simmons. Tight defense on him. Shot clock at 6. Now Bledsoe. Simmons. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Pass to Kuzma. To the paint. It's tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. 76ers on defense. Poked loose. Stolen by Bledsoe. Outside, Simmons. Chris, in football, you have the franchise tag. It allows a team to keep a superstar by delaying his free agency. Would that work in the NBA?
I'm not sure if that would work in the NBA. It would be what else would reward this player in the franchise tag? Does it allow freedom for other players to come? I think that we're going to have to address some of these issues as time goes on, especially in a place like Golden State where they have so many great players there. But one of the great things about the NBA is the freedom of movement, and I don't think that we've seen really any teams get hurt too bad by the superstar leaving if they've acknowledged he's going to leave and made a trade for him. It is when that they don't acknowledge, a la Orlando with Shaq, a la a couple of other teams, they don't acknowledge that this guy may leave, that you truly end up with nothing. So I'm not sure about that franchise tag yet, Kevin. The NBA is doing great. Players are moving around, and we're going to need some other teams to combat the dominant team overall.
6 to shoot. Hood against Kuzma. Another miss by Philadelphia. Los Angeles has gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Philadelphia.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-gamer.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ben Simmons.
Well, it's easy to look at his scoring as the key to this win, but there's so much more to it than that. It's a triple-double. He got it done everywhere.
Bledsoe right side. Udo, the pass to Covington. Lets it go with a 3. Drills the three-pointer.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
At this point, it's just icing on the cake. Terrific run, closes it out.
To the inside, Big Daddy, and he goes in for the dunk.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Now, here is Smith. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, better than nothing.
Yeah, it was a charge. That's what I saw.
A little bit of rep. Alright, Strain. I'm going to bed. You have a good night. Yeah, I'm calling it a night. I'm falling asleep on you. Alright, have a good night. I'm outie. Peace out. Frankie Spice is over and out. Spice Girl out. Spice Girl.